So, first night shift. It shouldn't be too hard. It still feels awesome to have water all day without schedule. It's better to save it though. This bathroom is about the size of my apartments in Bright City, and I would be locked there for months now. I'd better keep this job. Clock looks broken, but it woke me up to my shift. Interesting. I can't end my shift and go to sleep until I complete my tasks for today. Should be written in a car somewhere. I don't need the lights while I'm gone. The place seemed creepy when I arrived, so I locked the door. The keys should be around somewhere. Clock looks broken, but it woke me up to my shift. Crappy memory, but at least I'm well organized. They have only one tune for all their facilities. Good one, though. Being able to just walk around while everyone's on lockdown is cheering me up. Hey Jasper, checking in from Grand Rock Motel. Look out to see me outside if you want to. I knew you don't. Hey Jasper, what's with the moody atmosphere? Great talk as always. It's locked. Jasper should have the keys at the office. Thanks for keeping the keys safe, Jasper. I'd say Jasper's creepy if I haven't seen the day shifts workers. Smell of old leather, gas, and alcohol. Yep, I love this car. I'll call you Christine from now on. I don't know you, Clark, but I'm grateful music can save my day. Or night, actually. Also, I hope you left your booze somewhere. I might need it. Jasper, I'm stuck. I need evacuation. That's some close encounters shit. I wasn't ready for it, but I definitely like it. To remember, it's not a video game. Arrow points to the north and not towards my target. Being able to just walk around while everyone's on lockdown is cheering me up. I wonder if they planted this tree or built a motel around it.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Lights Out, a summer revival of the famous series which many of our listeners will remember. Tonight's story, the eighth and the last in this series, is called The Signal. Lights out, everybody.
This is the witching hour. The hour when dogs howl and evil is let loose on the sleeping world. Sit in the dark now and listen to Lights Out.
Hello, below there!
I was calling to a man who stood beside a railroad track at the bottom of a deep and rocky ravine. One would have thought that, considering the nature of the ground, he would have looked up to where I was standing. But instead he turned and looked down the railroad line. I called again.
Hello, below there!
Because the terrible glare of the setting sun was in my eyes, I put my left arm across my face and waved to him with my right. He looked up and I saw in his face an expression of intense horror. He regarded me without moving. I shouted,
Is there a path by which I can come down and speak to you?
He continued to stare at me. Gradually, the expression of horror seemed to pass from his face, leaving it a gray, empty mask. When he spoke, his voice seemed to come from a grave.
Why do you wish to... No reason. Just want to talk. You have no reason. Then please go on your way. Well, I do have a reason. Let me come down and talk to you.
He motioned with his little rolled-up flag to a narrow path, about 200 yards distant, which descended the rocky wall of the ravine. I carefully made my way down it. The ravine was extremely deep and unusually precipitate. The man's post at the bottom was in as solitary and dismal a place as I'd ever seen. I could see the railroad tracks running into a dark, gloomy tunnel at one end of it. So little sunlight ever found its way to the spot that it had an earthy, deadly smell. And so much cold wind rushed through that it struck chill into me, as though I'd left the mortal world. Hello, I'm afraid I'm intruding.
Well?
I'd better explain. You see, I'm a reporter for the London Times. You know the Times.
Yes, I know the Times.
I'm a new man. I was assigned to do a series of stories on people who work at little-known occupations in the city. And strolling along, seeing you down here, I thought, here is a story.
And that's the reason that brought you down here?
Yes, perhaps I'd better ask you a few questions, hadn't I? For instance, how far down are we? I've never seen anything quite like this before.
52 feet.
Is that considered deep for railroad cutting?
Deepest in the country.
52 feet. And how long is the tunnel?
3/4 of a mile.
I see. And that red signal light in front of the tunnel, is that part of your job? I mean, do you have to see that it stays lighted all the time?
Don't you know that it is?
Don't I know it isn't? Look.
A gas station. If I call Jasper from a phone booth, this will become evacuation point instead of Grand Rock. If I stuck somewhere. Or when I stuck.
I'm just a newspaper reporter.
Don't I see you before?
But where?
Why, that's it.
I've never been here. No, you may be sure of that.
Perhaps I may. Yes, I'm sure.
Hey Jasper, checking in from the gas station near the Woodland Plains. Thanks for listening.
That's all right. I shouldn't have come down that road. After I saw this unusual ravine in the tunnel and your job down here.
Good luck to anyone who expects actual gas station services here.
I have very little company. This is a world here different from other men. Can you believe that?
May I ask, what exactly is the picture? I mean, besides keeping the signal light burning and flagging the train, what do you have to do?
Not very much. I operate the telegraph in my hut over there. Turn this iron handle down here, that's all.
And you're down here all the time?
Yes?
Don't you ever get a chance to take a few minutes off and get up there on top in the sunlight?
Very seldom. I can't leave the telegraph. By the way, I have a fire in my signal house. Wouldn't you like to come in and warm yourself?
Indeed I would. This wind cuts right through me.
We'll hurry along. There. This will be better. Yes. I'll just put a little more wood on the fire, poke it down.
How do you stand that wind? I'm about frozen.
I've been here 8 or 9 years, maybe 10. I'm used to the wind. Never changes. Here,
Windlands
take this
plains,
chair.
they produce most of the energy for Woodville and Bright City. But I remember frequent shutdowns this time of the year. I wonder, was it because of Titans?
You were marooned and isolated down here?
Yes, I do. This is a world in itself. Down here, as wide as the tunnel is, and as high. Those are the boundaries of my world. For 1 hour, sometimes less, the sunlight falls into it. And at night I see the bright stars, as other men do. But that is all our two worlds hold in common.
But why did you ever take such a job?
Because oh, excuse me, a message. 6:15, Roxborough, 10 minutes late. Received message, all's well.
Do you know, after talking to you, I feel as though I've at last met with a completely contented man.
I believe I used to be so, one time. But now, I'm worried. Worried.
About what?
I don't know. It's difficult to explain.
Perhaps I can help you.
I've been thinking of that. I've been wondering.
Tell me.
I've got to tell someone. And yet, give me some time to think it over. Say until tomorrow night, perhaps then.
You mean you'd like me to come back?
Yes, if it wouldn't be too much trouble.
I'll be here, about the same time. But why not now? Why can't you tell me now?
I want to think it over in my mind first. I want to be sure. Meanwhile, let me light your way to the path.
Oh, yes, of course.
Don't forget your pad and pencil.
Thank you. Dark, isn't it?
Yes, be careful. Everything gets damp and slippery down here at this time of the night.
I didn't think 52 feet would make such a difference in atmosphere.
There's the path. And let me ask one favor of you.
Yes?
When you reach the top, don't call out.
Very well.
And tomorrow when you come, don't call out. Tell me, what made you cry out hello below there tonight?
I don't know. Did I cry something to that effect?
Not to that effect. Those were the very words. I know them well.
I suppose I said them because I saw you below.
With your left hand across your face and your right arm raised.
The sunset was in my eyes.
That was the only reason?
What other reason could I possibly have?
You had no feeling that the words and gesture were conveyed to you in any supernatural way?
No, of course not.
I see. Well, good night then. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yes. Yes, tomorrow night. That night I slept poorly. Or rather, I didn't sleep. Because the man's face was constantly before me. And there was something in the eyes of fear, of wordless crying, agony of spirit that fevered my own brain and wouldn't let me rest. All night long I watched the face and Behind it was the sun going down in flames beyond the ravine, and a figure which I recognized as myself, one arm shading the eyes, the other waving and standing in the ravine and shouting, "Hello, below there!" In the morning, my landlady awakened me. She said I'd been crying out in my sleep all night. Throughout that day, I worked with one eye on the clock, counting the hours until my appointment with the signalman. At last it came. The sun was going down again as I made my way down the path into the dank and unwhirly ravine. He was waiting for me at the bottom of this white light. I didn't call to you, as you asked.
I'm glad you didn't. I was waiting for you. Come along, we're going to the hut and talk. It's warm there.
Good.
I'm glad you came. At times during the day I feared you wouldn't.
I promised you.
Yes. I've made up my mind to tell you the story. The whole thing. Sit down.
Thank you.
But before I do, tell me, do you believe that I am in my right mind?
Yes. Yes, I believe that.
All right. Do you remember yesterday evening the fact that I took you for someone else?
Yes.
That's what's troubling me.
The mistake, you mean?
No. There's someone else I took you for.
Who is he?
I don't know.
Does he look like me?
I don't know. I've never seen his face. You see, the left arm is across the face, always. And the right arm is waved violently this way. It's as though he were trying to signal me. For God's sake, clear the way!
Where do you see him?
I may as well start at the beginning.
Wow, she's beautiful.
About a year ago,
I hope she's not
I was
hungry.
sitting here when I heard a voice cry out. It's just as you called last week. I jumped up and looked out the door and saw someone else standing by the red light.
With the spotlight switched off,
just
this
as you
makes no
did
sense.
last night.
One arm across the face, the other waving toward you?
Yes, the voice seemed hoarse and shouting, and it cried, "Look out! Look out!" Then again, "Hello, below there, look out!" I caught up my leg, turned it on and ran towards this figure. "What's wrong?" I said. "What's happened?" Didn't speak. Stood just outside the blackness of the tunnel. I advanced so close upon it that I wondered at its keeping me, and the arms across the eyes. I ran right up to it and had my hand outstretched to pull the arm away when it was gone.
Gone? Where?
I don't know. I ran on into the tunnel, 500 yards maybe. I stopped and held my lamp over my head. And all I saw
You can probably see only blue
were the
light.
wet stains
My spotlight is
trickling
pointless
down
here.
the walls. I ran out faster than I'd run in, searched the area with my light, and then came back here and called Burnham and said the alarm had been given. Anything wrong? They answered, "Disregard alarm message."
Well, don't you suppose you could have imagined seeing him?
Yes, but you forget. I also
She probably
heard
flew to another bridge.
Yes.
At least it's the right
Listen
direction
to
to the
wind
Siren
whistling
Peak.
through the tunnel. It sounds almost human at times. It's possible to
Well, let me
imagine.
finish. You haven't heard the rest. Within 6 hours after the appearance, 6 hours, mind you, the 2:40 train came through the tunnel, slowed down and stopped. The engineer signaled me and I hurried up to the cab. What's the matter?
Don't know. What I could...
And oh, to remember, it's not a video game. Arrow points to the north and not towards my target. Is this Jasper's house? No way. Jasper, I'm stuck. I need a vacation. Every time I feel dizzy after this. Is it her at the top of the bridge?
In our series of stories of the unusual. And once again we caution you, these lights out stories are definitely not for the timid soul. So we tell you calmly and very sincerely, if you frighten easily, turn off your radio now.
Miss Goddard, answer the phone, please.
Yes, Mr. Obler. Yes? Oh, yes, Miss Harrison. Here he is. Mr. Obler?
Yes?
Miss Harrison.
Oh, thank you. Hello, Joan. How's the phantom lady? Oh, yeah, am I in trouble? Well, the last light's out. I just don't know what to write about. Oh, no, I got plenty of ideas, but... Well, men dying in foxholes, and what am I doing? Thinking of fantastic... Well, thanks very much, but I still insist that I ought to be... Yeah, okay. Sure, I'll make this last one a good one, and then that'll be that. If I live through it. Huh? No, I was just talking to myself. I've been doing that rather consistently these last few days. Yes, I guess all those zombies and ghouls and lookaroos are finally...
I remember hiking around these satellite
Two
dishes
aspirins and a
with my
glass of
dad.
water every half hour.
He told me they're space-related, but
Here, Miss
it's
Harrison,
probably
don't worry
something to
about
deal
me.
with Titans.
I'll get the story written tonight if I have to talk to the devil himself to do it. All right, yeah, sure. Oh, fine. Call me back in an hour, and I'll have some kind of a plot figured out. I hope. Hey, my regards to Norman. Talk to you later.
Who was supposed to walk these stairs?
What time
Titans?
11:32.
Sorry, I have to keep you working so late?
That appeared to be all right. I know you have to have that play done by tomorrow morning. I'm glad to help.
The view from up here is quite nice. I wonder why they never allow anyone to go near the structures. I have never seen the high bridge from this angle. I guess not a lot of people have this opportunity.
premonition. I mean, suddenly get the feeling that somewhere in the house, fast in the darkness, and like this, they'll be using me as Exhibit X in the psychopathic war. Come on, let's get to work.
Yes, sir.
We'll start out next week's play with the regular lights out opening. Lights out, everybody shine. So you're feeling another one of these things, ghosts and groans and blood. I tell you, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Mr. Overlook.
I'm sorry. Look here, Miss Goddard, you better run along.
But aren't we going
No,
to...
I just can't write anymore tonight.
But the class, Lady Sammy's eyes, the rehearsal.
Devil with the
What do you think? Are you sure you're all right?
Please don't.
All right. Good night.
Good night. White murder. Ooh, excellent. Maybe I could use a story about a Hollywood producer. Let's see, Johnny Tower. He meets a girl and then's afraid because the girl's husband. Oh, is that out of character? How about Nero chopping off heads in the Roman circus and...
We never came this close. There were patrols around. So there is enough power for only one tower to work, and the wyvern is short-sighted. I need to lead only the closest one to her, one at a time.
Everybody knows that I do. 2 and 2 makes 4 unless you're talking about curved space, and then the hairs hold on to what they've got, and anybody who's in this war for profit ought to have his bones broken off themselves. What the devil am I talking about? I better stop kidding myself. I know what's wrong. I want to write it, and yet I don't. What's the matter with me? Afraid to put it down on paper? What have I got to be afraid of? Here it goes. It's over with. Outline of title undecided. Play opens in the cell of a monastery in the Middle Ages. A mystic is cowered in a corner of his room. Outside, a mob is clamoring for his life. It appears that a horrible crime has been committed in the village below. A horrible monster had torn a woman. It appears that this creature, brought into being through the incantations of the sorcerer, was the concentration of all the evil in men's hearts and minds. A tremendous
And the engine is soaked. Sorry, Christine, that's how I learned to drive. The switch is on the other side. God damn it. Who designed that?
A tremendous force of fiendishness and inhumanity put into living flesh to roam the world and commit unspeakable... Well, dribble or not, there it is on paper. Me own monster conceived in me own mind. Congratulations, Papa. Have a cigar. Conceived in my own mind. Huh. That's what that crazy monk said in that book Nat Wolf gave me. I wonder who gave him that book. Conceived in... Where's that book anyway? It ought to be... Yeah, I even marked the page. And I say unto thee that if thou shalt be evil and do evil and think evil, and let thy mind rest upon this evilness in the light of day and in the darkness of night for 7 days and 7 nights, there may come into being a thing of evil, and it shall take the form of the evilness of thy thoughts. Written by a half-starved mystic more than 10 centuries ago, and I... Funny I should have thought of those words tonight.
Jasper, I'm stuck. I need evacuation.
Shall take the form of the evilness of thy thoughts.
Every time I feel dizzy after this.
7 days and 7... Oh, Who's there? You in my mind. You're just in my mind. No. You don't exist. I don't get you.
And the engine is soaked. Sorry, Christine, that's how I learned to drive.
It's gotta be a dream. Come in, get me out of the stream, Get me, Art.
Well, don't you ever open doors anymore? Now, what's the big idea sitting in here all
It's
the
not
time?
a dream. It's true.
Hey, Art, what's cooking?
Eli, get out.
Oh, now, Art,
Andrew, look at me, get out. Can't you see it? Get out.
Jasper, I'm stuck. I need a
See
vacation.
in here what?
Behind you. Look behind you.
Well, there's nothing behind me but the wall.
Eli.
Every time I feel dizzy after this.
Eli, get out of here.
All right, now let's have it. What is this, a preview of a new play? Boy, am I glad you're putting lights out after all.
Can't you hear him?
Who? Hear who?
Eli, behind you.
Behind me what? What's the matter with you anyway, Art? Don't you feel well? Keep staring back at me.
Must be a dream.
What's that dream? Are you tired? And what's the matter? The pink elephant's beginning to get... No!
My brother! No, my brother, let go! You think to my brother! No! Eli? Oh, no. Operator, please. Send police right away, my brother. Please, send police. My brother.
It's a good observation point to judge the terrible Woodville entrance crossroad. Decades ago it has been damaged by a mudslide, and still here we are.
I tell you, Joe, this is true. I brought my own brother. I saw with my own eyes.
All right. Now take it easy, young fella. You're in back.
I tell you, I'm not some kind of sober as you are.
Now, don't get funny.
That thick-headed fool, look there behind you.
What?
Bring the monster. Look at it, please, my brother.
Oh, I've heard of the seeing snakes and pink elephants. This is the first one I've seen this bad off, eh, Joe? Oh, you never can tell in the valley.
There, this is the truth. Can't you see him? Over there in the corner.
Hey, maybe we better take him down to the station and let him cool off in the can for a while, eh?
Stop staring me, the two of you. Why won't you believe me? Why won't you believe me?
Fella, maybe this guy's on the level. Oh, are you not too? Something happened to his brother.
Good. The wyvern should be here soon. Woodville sign somehow always cuts through the fog, just perfect for the travelers to find it. Sadly, no travelers in this area for many years.
What'll I do? I gotta get out. I've gotta get out and find someone who believes. Oh, it won't let me No. Don't come in. Please, come back. Come in.
I'm just driving by and I thought...
No, Mercedes, get out of here. Get out.
What?
No.
What's the matter? What are you fearing?
Mercedes, believe me, you gotta get out. You gotta get out.
No!
Where is it? Help!
No!
Help!
Oh, no!
Good. The wyvern should be here soon.
Oh no.
Hey, what's going on here? Didn't we tell you to go to bed? Is that the way to act? We heard you screaming all the way down in the... Oh, no. Where did she come from? She hurt torn.
Give me a gun, sir. That thing in the corner there. Won't you look at it? Won't you believe me? Give me that gun.
Get away from me.
The gun, I'll shoot it.
No. Stand we are. Let's have a talk. You got it coming through that burn. It'll burn you for it as sure as my name's Clarence McMinzer. And I'd like to be the guy that pulls the switch. All right, right in there, sir. You've got 5 minutes. Yes, I know.
Okay. I've been waiting for it.
I got here as soon as I could. Looks bad. Very bad.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything. I tell you I didn't.
Oh, yes, I know. But, over there, you can't do a thing like that and just walk away from it.
Well, I've explained it to you. I've explained it to everyone 100 times, 1,000 times. Won't anyone believe me?
Now, look here, Arch. A great number of people want to help you, and we certainly can't do a thing unless you cooperate. Yes, that's what I said. Cooperate.
What do you want me to do?
When the weather is good, I can see this tower from my apartment in Bright City. I even saw the light once. Who knows? Maybe it was Clark?
But here, surely you don't think that even the most stupid jury on earth is going to believe that nonsense?
Don't believe me.
Well, there's many peculiar alibis for my radio plans in time, but... Well, listen, if you want to plead temporary...
But I'm not insane. I'm not insane.
Then let's hear a sane explanation of what happened that night.
I told you everything just the way it happened. My brother came home and...
Yes, I know. The brother came into the room and was eaten up by this monster, and then that girl... Oh, what's the use? Apparently you want to die.
I tried so hard to make you understand.
Just a few towers
you
left.
understand that if you don't stop this infernal nonsense and hurry up and tell me the truth of what really happened, you'll either find yourself taking a one-way walk to the electric chair or wake up in a padded cell in an asylum for the criminally insane. What? The fact of the matter is, they've already appointed a lunacy commission to pass on your case.
Lunacy?
Oh, see here, Arch.
Wait. Let me talk.
Go right ahead. That's what I want you to do.
Maybe I am insane. I don't know. First I told myself it was nothing but a nightmare. That I'd wake up and find it had all been nothing but a weird dream that never really happened. But it's not a dream and no one will believe my story, not even you.
It's such an irrational story. How can you expect anyone to believe it? Now, take that part about your brother being devoured alive by this monster. It happened.
It happened just as I said it happened.
It's common knowledge that your brother is pre-induction vacationing up north with your mother.
He came back.
You mean they are coming back? I sent your brother a wire to come back and bring your mother home at once. They ought to be here today.
My brother's dead.
Well, that's your preposterous story. This thing, this monster who's supposed to have committed all these crimes. Where is he? Where did he come from? Where has he gone to?
I don't know.
Did the police see him? No. Did anyone see him? No. Oh, Arch. He was going to pick up an alibi.
You can smell the ocean from here, but still can't see it most of the time. I wish we had something better than fog or rain for the most part of the year.
My own mind. And like that prophet of the Middle Ages warned, the evil thing came to life, and yet only I could see it and hear it.
And do you see and hear it now?
No. That's what I can't quite understand. Perhaps the horrible thing only has life when I think about it intensely. Intensely? That's it. It only has life when my thoughts give it life. It's like an idea. Don't you see, Mr. Gang? Like an idea only exists when you think of it. Your thought gives it life. And that's the way it is with that...
Damn, she's going back to the bridge. This was too far for her.
Listen, do you hear him? There he is in the corner. I tell you, he's there, don't you hear it? Blubbering and slobbering. I see it now, I see it. See? I'm not afraid of you anymore, you hear me? I'm not afraid. I'll kill you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you. We're gone, we're gone, we're gone. He's gone insane. He's gone insane.
say I've had dealings with them.
Gentlemen, gentlemen, if you please, control yourselves. Mr. Perry, please. Dr. Schmidt, put down that bottle. Are we a lunacy commission or lunatic? And you too.
I know how strongly you gentlemen feel about this matter, but after all, we have come to a decision on this matter fatal. As chairman of this lunacy commission, I feel that it is incumbent upon me to, shall I say, summarize the facts as they have been traced forward. First, it is an established fact that a murder, and a very horrible murder, has been committed. The police officer has testified very conclusively that our Chobler was there upon the scene of the crime, and that it was absolutely impossible for anyone else to have committed the murder. In other words, the man whose mental status we are to determine is a murderer. Consider further that. Does he wear conventional shirts? No. Another fact. Does he participate in normal activities such as drinks, dancing, fraternal orders, and similar beneficial social activities? No. I pile fact upon fact. Have you gentlemen ever listened to his play?
So there is enough power for only one tower to work, and the wyvern is short-sighted. I need to lead only the closest one to her, one at a time.
You know, that gentleman always whispering voices. The voice. Gentlemen, I am of the firm opinion that we are dealing with a very definite case of dementia praecox in its paranoidal form.
My time in an insane asylum. If there was only somewhere I could make them see that they existed. No, you believe what I told you, don't you?
I would only say that.
Eli. But I told you, Eli, you're like the others. You don't believe me. Now I know you don't. You will believe
One
me.
step closer to home.
Stay wherever you are, listen to me. I think of you here, I think of you. I give you life, I give you life.
You hear, Mother? You hear it does exist? It does? There, Mother. It's right behind you. Turn, see, believe. You see, Mother. You see it. I'm not insane. I'm not.
No! My mother! Save my mother! No! No! Not my mother! Not my mother! Not my mother! Not my mother!
All right. Hello. Oh, yes, John. Midnight already? Yeah, I've been sitting here very comfortably, and I finally thought up the plot line, and believe me, it's quite a brainstorm. I died.
Jasper, I'm stuck.
It's my
I
final
need a
broadcast, so
vacation.
why not? No, I'm not gagging. Listen a minute. You know, it's all about a monster that I conceived in my own
Every time I
mind
feel
and it
dizzy
comes to
after
life.
this.
Honestly, I haven't had a Coke in hours. It's going to be one of those, crazy stories inside of a story. Now listen. The way I've got it figured out is this. Now, I'm supposed to be sitting here thinking of this horrible monster, and suddenly I turn around and there it is. And my young brother comes in, and this monster eats him up alive, and then Mercy McCambridge comes in and Wait a minute, Joan. Hold it for a minute. I think someone came in. I imagine it's Bernie. I'll see who...
John, listen. That thing, it's true. This time it's really happening.
Just a few towers left. should be here soon. Good. The wyvern should be here soon. Coast Guard boats can be seen from here. Funny enough, since I was a kid I only saw it there, at the river's delta. Not a lot of coast guarding around here, I suppose. One step closer to home.
I was weary of the alarms of war, exhausted by the everlasting bitterness between men. On that September day of 1945, I thought, would there ever be a true peace? The word unhappiness would be stricken forever from the human heart.
Unusual view on our defeated corruption monument, but I'd prefer not to see it at all.
We started out wonderfully. All over the world, the weather is unbelievable.
Where it is daylight, it is the clearest, bluest daylight in the memory of mankind.
Where it was night, the sky was cloudy.
All mankind shared the blessings of perfect weather. So also, they shared a common, all-encompassing interest. For on this day, men of all nations grouped around their radios and televisors, watching and listening to an ethical event which was taking place in the great council hall of Geneva.
Yes, ethical indeed was this meeting, for in the great vaulted chamber sat 1,000 men of many tongues and many colors, of many colors.
One step closer to home.
The chosen representatives of their nation.
This was considered art in the old days, and our taxes are still spent on maintaining this.
Roman Catholic, Jew and Mohammedan, Confucian and Buddhist, Orthodox Catholic,
Brahmin and heathen.
all of them, listen and
Next speaker, Signor Arati. Here comes out of the West. I salute you. In the name of my people, I salute you. This is a great day. This is a day when the strong heart is a glass. This is a day when the strong heart is deep. On today, for the first time in the history of the world, all men become like a blood
I wish we could hear the ocean in Bright City as good as here. Pretty sad to live on the coast and hear only this stupid city noise all the time.
Today, my people said to all the people, you are our brothers. We join you forever. And next speaker, the right honorable Mr. Walters.
Gentlemen of the world, as a representative of my government, I bring you most cordial greetings and felicitations. This is indeed an historical movement, this joining together of all the races of mankind for the common good. Great was the
One step
moment
closer to home.
when the Magna Carta was signed. As great indeed were the moments when the various constitutions were signed. But I say to you that this, indeed, is the greatest of moments. This moment of submersion of nationalistic ambition for the international good. My country for years has fought many wars. Our ancestors fought some of them great. But we of this more enlightened time renounce this.
The Silent Peak.
And we
A lot
put
of bad
behind us
memories
forever
around here.
the imperialistic ambitions which have cost us the blood of our youth for so many centuries. Yes, from this moment henceforward,
After all these years, Silent Peak Lighthouse still makes me feel uneasy. I know it's irrational, but I can't do anything about it. Or won't?
Yet our influence has been felt throughout the world. But this influence, unfortunately, has been aggressive. Today, I am happy to say all that is ended. We renounce the era of our father. We renounce the belief that our island
Good. The wyvern should be here soon.
and all men can live as one in brotherhood.
Now I should switch it off so she can see the lighthouse. It's done. The wyvern will fly home now, and no one would be scared of her in the morning. I'm awesome. And I can finally return to Grind Rock to sleep.
Has sat behind great barriers, repelling invaders of our sovereignty. But today, we strike down these barriers with our own hands, and we pray wide our hands to say to you, we are your brothers. We, a nation of individualists, a nation that has known hatred, turns from individualism, and hatred, solidarity, and love with all mankind. In the name of my nation, I salute the fraternity of mankind.
The time grows short
here before you alone. And yet, I assure you, 120 million of my countrymen are with me here in spirit. For many years, our national policy has been to mind our own business and to keep our powder dry. That was
When I was 10, we were hiking with my best friend Lucy on the cliffs around the lighthouse. At some point she saw something, probably the beam of lights, and stepped off the trail. The memorial should be still here. My parents take care of it after her mom died.
We have renounced it because we have outgrown such beliefs, even as nations have outgrown that the only manner.
I haven't been visiting Lily's memorial since I left Woodville. Now I'm here because of my job. It feels weird. Jasper, I'm stuck. I need evacuation.
We join in this great international movement without
Every time I feel dizzy after this.
Without reservation. United we stand, all of us, forever.
So, today I need to find a wyvern somewhere and lure her to the lighthouse in the Silent Peak. They told me to use satellite towers. Sounds fun.
For the final signature on this historic document, a closing word by the representative of another great people, Herr Scanley. Viva Trump! I now bring you this word as a representative of my people. For many years, my people have walked as one, perhaps out ahead of one. Read the minute to believe that we must work together, would believe together. Some of the things we have believed, I stand here to tell you have been false. It has taken many years of leadership, but now we know they are false. There is in the blood no right of leadership. Leadership is not in the blood. It is in the heart and the mind. This day we turn our blood into the great blood stream of all mankind. White, yellow, black, the blood is the same. Christian, Jew, or heathen, the blood is the same. All our brothers, and today all stand together in peace forever! Peace forever!
Oh, that's another gas station.
Peace forever! Peace forever! Peace forever! Peace forever! Peace forever!
Hey Jasper, checking in from the gas station outside of Woodville. Doing good. Thanks for asking. Nothing here. Maybe later I can find something useful lying around.
All of us are weary and anxious, I am certain, to return to our native home. Now, let us, without further delay, turn to our final task. The happy one of ratifying this great international treaty, which forevermore removes all barriers between nations, which makes of us the United Nations of the world, joined together for all eternity in common brotherhood.
Woodville. My parents still live here.
Our vote will be by acclamation. All those in favor of this great covenant will rise.
Roads here were damaged since the incident when I was 9. Still, you can't drink coffee in a car while driving here.
And that was the day the sun exploded.
This place was half dead since I was a child. It seems locked down to almost no effect here.
This is Arch Oboler. My thanks and yours to Ingrid Bergman, Steve Benedera, Jimmy Kennedy,
Mom? Dad?
Eddie Davis.
Oh, they must be following the lockdown restrictions. It's forbidden to react to any outside noise or voices. Another time then.
Paul Muni, Lloyd Nolan, Alfred Ryder, Norma Shearer, Jimmy Stewart, and to the many, many other actors, and to Marty Halpern, and the scores of other technicians who made these records possible. A low bow to the musical Gordon Jenkins. In saying goodbye to you, may I give you one last thought? It is this. For the sake of our children and the world's children, remember.
It's not a video game. Arrow points to the north and not towards my target.
Let's go back tonight to another time, the time of King George III of England. But our story tonight is not of monarchy. It's the story of an ordinary man by the name of Samuel Jones, who has the extraordinary profession of state executioner.
Tonight.
Tonight's Lights Out presents another
Full
psychological
stables.
drama.
No horses around for
A play in
details.
which the principal
But I can
part
still
is taken
sense their smell.
not by the character himself, but by his thoughts. The voice you are about to hear is that of the thoughts of one Samuel Jones, the state executioner for His Majesty George III. He sits alone in a dismal room, and these are his thoughts. I want to be dead, dead, dead. Do you feel anything when you're dead? Are you hungry? Are you cold? Are you tired when you're dead? No? When I'm dead, I have peace, peace. I've got to have peace, kill myself. Yes. Bullet in my heart. Pain. I don't like pain, but it can't hurt. They say it doesn't hurt, only hanging hurts. I know it does. I've seen their faces when they cut them down, purple, black. I've seen their faces when the masks came off and there's pain in them, pain that twists their faces, grinds their teeth, and gives them living talent till at last they die. That's why I've got to use this pistol to kill myself.
This diner was abandoned before I was even born. It's a long story, another time.
Guineas a broken neck. 777 hangings in 20 years. 777 broken necks, and mine hands sprung the trap. 777 times.
Jasper, I'm stuck. I need
When
evacuation.
they reach here, when they knock on that door, I'll press the trigger, and so I won't have to face them. None of them. 777 broken necks. And no
Every
one
time I
without
feel
them
dizzy
amputated.
after this.
Not even she knew it. Ellen, my own wife, not even she. I met her, married her, and she didn't know. Until that day. Infernal day, that little fool nosing around.
I'm telling you, Mrs. Jones, there's got to be Jones. Oh, no, there must be some mistake. No mistake at all, Mrs. Jones. No mistake at all. My husband tells me. And he never makes mistakes. Not me husband. What did you say? State executioner. You know your husband, sis. Or don't you know? Please, I don't know what you're talking about. Look here, don't you know what your husband does? You mean the business he's in? Business. I am the business. Hanging on his own. But what has Samuel to do with those? Mr. Jones, are you saying you don't know that Samuel is the hangman? You must be crazy. Oh, no, I'm crazy, am I? Well, he's the hangman. And no mistake about it. He's not. And I said... He's not. Get out of here. Get out. Oh, no, you don't have to be. There. Here he is. Watching yourself. Oh, Sam.
What's going on, Jeff? What's the matter? What is it, Ellen?
Oh, Sam, this woman.
What about this woman? What?
I'm going to tell the husband.
Oh, Sam, she says.
Says what? What?
All I said was that you were the hangman, as you are.
Get out of here.
Now, just a minute.
Get out. Get out.
All right, now go. I'll go.
Say one more word about me and I'll kill you. You hear me? I'll kill you. Meddling fool. Meddling fool.
Sam.
You shouldn't have talked to her. Why did you listen?
Sam.
Things like that isn't good for me.
Sam, it is true.
Man's got to earn his living.
I'm living from killing.
You're crazy. I don't kill. I don't condemn them.
You kill.
I tell you, I'm not the judge. Oh, now, Ellen.
Touch me, hangman.
All right, that's what I am. Hangman. Yes, hangman. Say it again and again. What do I care? I like being a hangman. You hear me? I like being a hangman.
Oh, no.
Here's something more.
Oh, Sam.
I like killing. I like the way they stumble when they walk up the stairs. I like the cold white of their skins when I put the noose around their necks. I like the way everyone looks at me, watches me, and then the crash of the rope stretches. Sometimes their legs kick in the air and you hear them heaving for a little while. They can't get past the tight rope around their necks.
No, Sam, no.
When I was a boy, they strung a man up from a tree just outside of town. And I watched him and I saw him dance on air, and I said to myself,
A lamppost in the middle of nowhere. I hope Aslan is around somewhere.
It's the law. And now I'm doing what I want. Executioner for the crown. And Whalen wants me to bit.
Hey Jasper, checking in from the silent peak. This phone booth in the middle of nowhere is a bit creepy. But what's normal anyway?
I thought she wouldn't leave me, but she did. Ellen left me. I looked all over, couldn't find her. After a while, I didn't care what the woman. I had my work. Hanging work, 5 guineas a hanging, and gold coin, 5 of them, 5 golden guineas. I like the sound of them. I like the sound of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bought a strong box and kept them there. Every hanging meant 5 more. Paying me, they were for what I like to do. It was funny, very funny. I didn't miss her. No, why should I? I had my work. I got to be good at my work. The cost was good too. They gave me plenty to do. I tried out different ways. I made a hanging machine with springs and sandbags to jerk the man into the air first and then drop him to a trap. I tried out different ropes and different running nooses. Oh, I got to be good at it in 20 years. Real good. Stop looking. I hear you, blasted clock. I hear you. What are you trying to tell me? I know. There isn't much time left. They'll be here soon. So let them come. Let them come. I'm ready. Pistol in my hand. I'm ready. For the first knock on the door, I won't be here to hear them. I'll have peace and quiet. Whatever they say to me, I won't hear it because I'll be dead. And why should they say it? What's done is done. 777 of them. It was fun because each died different. 777 different actors. It was fun, I tell you, fun. Summer moments.
Why the spotlights on a train is still on? It's clearly not moving anywhere. Well, okay, not my business.
Best of all, I like the one that went out crazy scared. Yes, wait. Yes. The ones that were crazy scared were the best. I like them fine. 5 guineas just the same for having fun. 5 guineas. What's that at the door? I heard a sound. No. I just imagine no one's knocking. They knock, I press the trigger, they won't get me knocking. 777 to 5 guineas each. Coins that bit into my flesh when I grabbed them tight. Oh, I like the sound. Money, yellow money. First, I like the hangings best, and then the money. Then I got to like them both. Watch it. Eager around the corner. This trial, that trial. Would they hang him? Would they hang her? Would the judge say guilty? If he did, meant hanging another 5 guineas. Oh, I want to business.
Hey Jasper, checking in from the bar near the Forgotten train. I feel chills around here. Something about this place... never mind.
Shut your mouth and keep doing what I tell you. Sure, I'll do anything. Don't send me over to all right, forget it. But remember this. This town I want you to clean out. A lot of these oil workers, you know, plenty of those. Clean them out.
In which he told of her intention of committing suicide. But at a late hour, Ellen was unable to produce his letter. He was held without bond and terrorized.
That's what it said. That's what it said. He murdered her, young girl. The minute I read it, I said to myself, Jane Jones is the next one. I could hear the money clinking in my hand already. And Tom Allen hanging by the neck. What am I thinking about? What am I... I don't think I'm a knock on the door and let me get this over with. I need the knocking on the door to give me nerve enough to press the trigger. He's waiting. I waited for Tom Allen, too. I waited for them to say guilty to me so I could put the running noose around his neck. I waited. Going every day to the trial. Prosecutor for the Crown said...
Guilty.
The young man's solicitor said...
Not guilty.
The young man said...
I didn't do it. I tell you, I didn't do it. She did it herself. She wrote me a letter saying that she was killing herself. She wrote me a letter.
Hey Jasper, check in from the river house. Cute place for a weekend. Get in.
Suicide of this unfortunate girl was a murder committed by this equally unfortunate young man. And an equally weird set of circumstances have resulted in the disappearance of this vital letter, which clears Tom Allen of all responsibility for Mistress Hamilton's death. In this letter, the girl clearly stated that she was taking her own life by poison. In spite of the absence of this letter, surely you as intelligent men can tell after seeing and hearing Tom Allen's testimony that he is telling the truth, that such a letter did reach him, and that he is innocent of all wrongdoing.
But there was no letter. He didn't have a chance. The prosecutor for the Crown got up. He said,
"A letter. The mysterious letter. And where, gentlemen of the jury, is this letter? To what mystical realms has it disappeared? This wondrous communication which so conveniently absolved Tom Allen for the death of that poor girl. Where, I ask again, is this letter? The young man has stated repeatedly that the letter was in his lodging undestroyed. But every inch of that lodging has been carefully examined. And yet the letter has not been found. And why hasn't it been found, gentlemen? I'll tell you. It is because that letter does not exist. Lorraine Hamilton never wrote such a letter. She was murdered. Murdered in a fit of jealous rage by this man who expects you to believe a preposterous story about her death."
yes. I sat there and I felt good, because I saw that young fellow didn't have a chance. My noose was getting closer, closer to his neck. And then the black cap on the judge's head.
For this vicious crime against the order and security of the Crown, you, Thomas Allen, are hereby condemned to be hanged by the neck until dead.
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it, I tell you. I didn't. I didn't do it.
Then I had him. All his yelling, all his screaming wouldn't do any good. I had him, all ready for my noose, guilty. I wanted to go up and thank the judges. Gave me business, hanging business, devil's business. Why don't they hurry up and get here? I wouldn't have to think anymore. A knock on the door, I wouldn't have to think. Finger squeeze the trigger, finished piece. I wouldn't have to think what happened then, what happened after they said the boy was guilty. They put him in a cell, death cell, the door shut tight. And I stood and watched. They put him in a cell. 5 golden guineas in the cell. A few more weeks and he'd be mine to teach that dancing lesson on thin air. I counted every day until they'd give him to me. I peeked along the corridor watching his cell. The warden of the prison said,
"Well, Sam, it certainly looks as if you're going to have another customer. I suppose you heard about it. The king refused young Allen's last appeal. He hangs in 2 more days. We'll try to make his going as easy as we can. I'd like the letter.
Hey Jasper, checking in from the gas station near the Woodland Plains. Thanks for listening.
Got to argue. Oh, by the way, you're going past the cell? Here. Here's some books of his. The landlady said. But he might like to read them while he has the time. Take them with you, Sam, and give them to him. It'll be his last time.
so I took the books along. Why not? Reading wouldn't say that next. I started down the corridors with his books. Down the corridors toward the death cell. Something white fell out of one of his books and I picked it up. It was a letter and it read,
"Dear Tom, I told you I was going to kill myself, and now I'm going to do it.
Jasper, I'm stuck. I need evacuation. Every time I feel dizzy after this.
That's the main reason I'm sending you this letter, so that you will have some proof that the poison they'll find in you was self-ignorant. Forgive me. I'm just tired of letters.
And it was her name signed toward her, that girl. The one they said he killed. This was the letter. That he'd been yelling about. The letter he wanted to save his neck. But his neck belonged to me already. 5 guineas. I stuck the letter deeper in my pocket and just waited until the night. The warden...
Then, it looks as if we're going to have to go through it. Now, I want everything done properly and no mistakes. Going to have a large visitors gallery. Very distinguished people. Say, and that reminds me. There's been some woman trying to see you all day. Some woman. Don't know who she is then. Say she's got...
But I wasn't seeing any woman off that night. There was my work to do. See that everything was ready. The rope was ready. Everything's perfect for a perfect hanging. It grew later and later. I could hear him in the death cell pleading for the minister.
Got to help me, sir. You've got to get the king. He's got to believe that I didn't kill her. I didn't. Oh, won't anyone believe me? She wrote me a letter. She wrote me a letter in which she said she killed herself. She wrote me a letter, I tell you. She wrote me a letter.
Yes, a letter. That was in my pocket, and there it was going to stay until it was all over. He couldn't live now. I'd waited too long. It's been such a long time since they'd given me a good, strong neck to hang. They couldn't cheat me now. Last was the hour. They came for him in his heaven. They led him down the corridor.
The ghost ship of Bright City. It was drifting all around the sea since I was a teen, until the fishermen found it on the beach after another lockdown ended 2 years ago. I lived in Bright City for years, but never went to the sea. Now I can see what I've missed.
The boy looked up at me as if moved. He said,
I tell you, I didn't do it. The letter.
Black hood over his head.
The letter, I didn't kill her. The letter, I tell you, I didn't do it. What happened?
His heart.
This man is dead.
It was done. This man was dead. 5 golden guineas, the warden said.
Good work, Sam. Broke his neck.
I went out into the street. I was walking home. I felt real good. 5 golden guineas. A woman came up to me and said,
Are you Sam Jones?
Yes, that's me. What do you want? I haven't got time.
You have time to listen to me, Hangman.
Who are you?
Look at me.
Ellen.
Yes, Ellen.
Why?
Wife no longer, Hangman. No mother either.
Eh?
No mother either. And you're the thing that's done it.
Oh, wait, what?
I tried to reach you. I tried to tell you. They said you wouldn't see me. What could I do? What could I do? Your hand did it. Yours, Hangman. Yours.
What are you talking about, woman? Why?
Nice, Tom Allen. My maiden name was Allen. Don't you understand? You hung Tom Allen.
Well, and so I did. What of it, woman? What of it?
Tom Allen, Hangman, was your son.
No.
Son, your son. You hear me, Hangman? Your son. You hung your son. You hung your son. Your son. You hung your son. Your son. Your son. You hung your son.
I began to run. Down the street. Away from her. Run. The man stepped out of the shadows. He stopped me. I couldn't see his face.
You killed my brother. Let me tell this time, Hangman.
He said, no. Leave me alone. I kept on running. A woman stopped me.
You hung my father, monster. You hung my father 11 years ago.
No. I said, no. Let me go. I kept on running. They kept after me, yelling, screaming. I kept on running. Faster. Knew what to join them. I looked back. The street was black with hundreds chasing me, yelling, screaming. I hung their sons, fathers, brothers. The street was black with them, I tell you, and every one of them was kin to one of the 777 that had felt my road. Chase.
First siren is ready. Now the second one.
say he yelled out for you to come in and then he shot himself?
Yes, it's the ghost truth. I knocked on the door. He yelled, come in all of you and see me die. And when I opened the door, bang, he did it.
Bright City is in complete lockdown for months now. It's so sad to know people are locked in their tiny rooms.
I was looking for McDonald's. His next out. I just knocked on the wrong door.
Tonight is the 4th anniversary of Lights Out. After 4 years of fantasy and imagination, chills and thrills, Lights Out celebrates by bringing to the microphone the internationally known actor whose name has become synonymous with the unusual and fantastic. The National Broadcasting Company takes pleasure in presenting Boris Karloff in the first of a special series of Lights Out broadcasts. Lights out, everybody.
Hey Jasper, checking in from the gas station near the oil fields. Good for you can't feel the smell.
Tonight, Lights Out presents another psychological drama, a play in which the principal part is taken not by the character himself, but his thoughts. The voice you are about to hear is that of the thoughts of one Darrell Hall, accused murderer, sitting in a courtroom awaiting the return of a jury, which is to decide whether he is to live or die. And as he waits, the thoughts in his mind seethe and swirl.
Not guilty. Guilty. Father in heaven, why don't I stop thinking those words? Words those jurymen are saying. Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. No, I've got to stop thinking of what's going on in that room. I remember. That night, Wayne and
and I were sitting in my room, talking about trees. I remember he said...
Finally, I can... Another night at Grand Rock Motel. What a life. It still feels awesome to have water all day without schedule. It's better to save it though. Crappy memory, but at least I'm well organized. Clock looks broken, but it's woke me after my shift. Interesting. I can't end my shift and go to sleep until I complete my tasks for today. Should be written in a car somewhere. Well, so this car can't work normally with the spotlight on. Good to know. No multitasking for Christine. I don't know you, Clark, but I'm grateful. Music can save my day. Or night, actually. Also, I hope you left your booze somewhere. I might need it. Hey Jasper, checking in from the gas station near the Woodland Plains. Thanks for listening. Well, this wasn't here yesterday. I need to find another road.
4th anniversary of Lights Out. After 4 years of fantasy and imagination, chills and thrills, Lights Out celebrates by bringing to the microphone the internationally known actor whose name has become synonymous with the unusual and fantastic. The National Broadcasting Company takes pleasure in presenting Boris Karloff in the first of a special series of Lights Out broadcasts.
Lights out, everybody.
A lamppost in the middle of nowhere.
Tonight,
I hope Aslan is around somewhere.
Psychological drama. A play in which the principal part is taken not by the character himself, but his thoughts. The voice you are about to hear is that of the thoughts of one Del Hall, accused murderer, sitting in a courtroom awaiting the return of a jury, which is to decide whether he is to live or die. And as he waits, the thoughts in his mind seethe and swirl.
Not guilty. Guilty. Father in heaven, why don't I stop thinking those words? Words those jurymen are saying. Guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. Guilty. Not guilty. No, I've got to stop thinking of what's going on in that room. Surely, I've got to stop thinking. Got to keep my head clear. I've got to figure things out. When did all this start? Yes. I remember. That night, Wayne and I were sitting in my room, talking about dreams. I remember he said,
Oh, come on, Dale. Don't expect me to believe that one.
well, I'm certainly telling you the truth.
A fellow with your imagination...
They said these titans don't like bright lights in their eyes. I can totally relate.
You should be writing fiction.
I assure you, my dear Wayne, I've told you the truth.
You're really serious?
Of course I am.
You actually mean that in all your life you've never had a dream?
Never.
Not even when you were a child?
To my knowledge, I've never had a dream in all my life.
Well, how do you like that?
I like it very well. I close my eyes, oblivious, and then I wake up. No nightmare hangovers for me, Dick.
Now, wait a minute, Dale. Let me get this straight. You mean you've never even had a dream after, eating a Welsh rare bit at midnight or surrounding a dozen green apples or anything like that?
Believe me, Wayne, I've never had a dream of any shape, form, and description in all my life. A dream to me is just a word. Something that happens to other people, but not to me.
But everyone must dream.
Well, perhaps.
Why the spotlights on a train is still on? It's clearly not moving anywhere. Well, okay, not my business.
Well, what do you know about that? That's unbelievable, I said,
Yes, that's what he said. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable that I never dreamt. Then after a while he went away and left me there. It was early. And I remember that somehow, strangely, I was very tired. I sat down in the easy chair. Oh, tired. Closed my eyes. I slept. Then it happened. A strange murmuring.
Those gates are new. I wonder if they're for us or for Titans.
That's how it started. A murmuring as if in warning. And then in the darkness around me, strange faces limping and torn. White faces. Faces without hope. Their eyes full of horror. Their white, bloodless lips beating wordlessly in a way that made the heart of me cry out in pity. Suddenly,
I was asleep and dreaming. Yes, dreaming for the first time in my life. And these faces I was seeing were things out of a dream.
Jasper, I'm stuck. I need evacuation.
I knew that. The dream was gone. Blank.
Every time I feel dizzy after this.
I was still asleep. And I had a terrible feeling of foreboding, of a horror to come in that dream. What? How? I didn't know. But I wanted to stop sleeping. I wanted to open my eyes quickly before. And then I saw her. Moving slowly towards me out of the darkness of my dream. At first, a white wraith-like thing. And I saw it as a woman. Yes, the body of a woman, but the face.
And the engine is soaked. Sorry, Christine, that's how I learned to drive.
Unclean, thick, bestial brows, wrinkles of venery, the lecherous writhing of thin crimson lips that lifted from teeth, white and pointed.
Jasper, I'm stuck. I need evacuation.
Yes, a glorious body, and a face from hell.
Every time I feel dizzy after this.
Closer to me, and then she spoke one word. Yes, that's what she said. Still, heavy, she moved closer. Her hand spread out, her eyes. In my dream, I screamed. I awoke. I remember, just at that second, the clock on the mantel began to strike. 5, 6, 7. Thankfully, I counted each shot. The hearing of it meant that I was awake out of the horror of that dream. When the clock stopped chiming, I sat there. My one thought was, if this is dreaming, let me never dream again.
I wonder what would happen if I failed to drive them off. Are they a threat to someone, or are we a threat to them?
My whole heart is out to strike what I see in my first dream.
Windlands plains, they produce most of the energy for Woodville and Bright City. But I remember frequent shutdowns this time of the year. I wonder, was it because of Titans?
They've got No, I mustn't think of that. Better to keep my thoughts how it all started. Better to figure things out. I wonder. I'm sitting there, listening to the beating of my heart, thinking of the horror of that dream. Then,
man, they're really big. It's even a bit scary to light them in the eyes. What if they become angry?
I heard in my dream was whispering in my head again. What created the cat is gone. How could it be? I'm awake. No dream. Then why had I heard that wordless dream? That same sound that had come from those miserable white faces that had floated before me while I heard it. Down behind me. Oh. Why, yes, my friend must be.
That was easy. Now another one.
There, thinking how to speak. I turned round. Wait, that's you? Ah! Yes, I screamed. I screamed so loudly there was blood in my throat.
I want to remember, it's not a video game. Arrow points to the north, and not towards my target.
But this wasn't a dream. She was standing there, I tell you. She was standing there close to me, looking at me. And those lips out of hell said that one word. I jumped to my feet. No one in the room, no one, I said. I was standing there, my head reeling. Who was she? Where did she come from? But no one in the room. Had there been anyone there?
Well, so this car can't work normally with the spotlight on. Good to know. No multitasking for
I had it all together. Truth.
That's what it has been. And the second is more vivid than the first. I am gone. I never dreamed before. So of course my first dream is reality. How easy it was to quietly unrest my mind. Easy to make oneself believe what one wants to. And yet, some measure of uncertainty remains. And Mary's voice in my face as I had dinner with her that night.
Daryl, do you mind if I ask you something?
What a question. Of course not.
Is there something wrong?
You mean with the dinner? With no, my favorite restaurant.
With you, dear. There's something gone wrong at the university.
Why do you ask that?
There's worry in your eyes.
Oh.
What is it, dear?
Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing important.
You changed your mind about loving me?
Yes.
Then tell me what it is, please.
All right. It's really nothing to concern yourself over. Just a dream.
Dream? Daryl, you dream?
Yes. Last night.
How marvelous. Now you're normal even when you speak.
That's right. I'm back to normal, dear.
And here I thought from the expression on your face that it was something really important. And I suppose in your first dream you dreamt of a glorious, seductive woman.
No, Mary.
Huh? Did you have a nightmare?
If you don't mind, let's not talk about it anymore. So we have our dessert now. Now, I suggest the hot green apple pie with cheese.
Daryl, was it as bad as all that?
Horrible.
Oh, that's cruel. Your very first dream, an unhappy one. Oh, well, I'm sure that if you dream again, you've more interesting times ahead. But Daryl, look at the time. 7:01, and we promised the Armstrongs we'd pick them up at 7:15. Daryl, what is it? Your face.
You hear it?
Hear what?
You do hear it, don't you? The voice.
What? Daryl, what are you talking about? Why, the people in this restaurant are most well behaved.
God. Just the way it was before.
Daryl, please, if this is a joke, please tell it to me. Daryl, what is it? What are you staring at? What's behind my chair? What's there, Daryl? Tell me what you see. Daryl, the table. Why did you throw over the table? Daryl, what is it? What is it? Why did you scream like that was the
Yes. You wanted to know why I had done it. Cream thrown over the table. They all wanted to know. But how could I tell them of her standing behind Mary's chair, that thing of degradation, and those lips saying, kill. I went home. Mary thought I was overworked. Rest. What good was rest? I had to reason things out. All my life I lived with reason, and now this horror. I had to know all about it. So I was certain it was no dream. What I had seen there in the restaurant had been no thing of sleep. Hallucination. Yes, that was it. I had been working hard. Too much work.
He is massive and so close to Woodville.
Yes.
Wait, so those earthquakes and Confused when I was a child, was that about Titans too?
Phone rang. It was Mary calling to find out how I felt.
Are you sure you're all right, Daryl?
Why, yes, Mary, yes, I'm fine.
You sound all right.
Your advice was good, dear. Apparently rest is just what I need.
Then go along back to bed. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, dear. Thanks for calling.
Goodbye, dear. Well, good night.
I hung up the receiver. And then the clock on the mantel behind me began striking. Always at 7. Yes, that was true. Each time it had been 7 when it had happened. And then, with the last time of the clock, I realized 7 again. 7. Would I see her again? Stood there, back against the wall, waiting. So quiet,
Instead of fixing the road, close it. What a great
Would it
solution.
happen again, this hallucination of mine? I heard no people murmur of voices. Just quiet. Dark in the room. I could see the shadowy figures of a chair near the other wall. What's that? Answer me, who's there? Strange darkness.
So, the Titans are going back where they should be. As my father said, that seems like a huge problem can have a small solution. Now I get it.
Rumbling began in my brain. Fear, I tell you, fear tearing at my brain louder and louder while those red circles of light came closer and closer. Father in heaven, what was it? What? And then I knew. It was her eyes burning close into mine, into the brain of me, pounding one thought into me. Why did he say that? Why kill who? Why should I kill? Why should I kill? If I had known then.
Jasper, I'm stuck. I need evacuation.
They're coming back. The verdict, what? No, not yet. Still out.
Every time I feel dizzy after this.
Be guilty. I've got to hang. I've got to. If I live. Oh, but I mustn't think of that. I must think of what happened. Where was I? Oh, yes. That woman. Her eyes pounding that word into me, and then. God. But this was so free. Then what? The voice within me whispered, crazy. No! Think! That horror was real as the best of it. And with that realization, the cold misses of a wind blew around me and flashed in my heart. For if she was reality, somehow I knew that I was lost. Oh, yeah. Night after night.
Finally, I can rest. Another night at Grand Rock Motel. What a life. It still feels awesome to have water all day without schedule. It's better to save it though. I don't need the lights while I'm gone. Clark, but I'm grateful. Music can save my day. Or night, actually. Also, I hope you left your booze somewhere. I might need it. Grand Rock Motel is actually standing on a big rock. How trivial.
Let's go back tonight to another time, the time of King George III of England. But our story tonight is not of monarchy. It's the story of an ordinary man by the name of Samuel Jones, who had the extraordinary profession of state executioner. Tonight's Lights Out.
Hey, he's playing with my spotlight. Now I need to escort him to the train.
The principal part is taken not by the character himself, but by his thoughts. The voice you are about to hear is that of the thoughts of one Samuel Jones, the state executioner for His Majesty George III. He sits alone in a dismal room, and these are his thoughts.
Death. Do you feel anything when you're dead? Are you hungry? Are you cold? Are you tired when you're dead? No? When I'm dead, I'll have peace. I've got to have peace. Kill myself. Yes. Bullet in my heart. Pain. I don't like pain, but it can't hurt. They say it doesn't hurt, only hanging hurts. I know it does. I've seen their faces when they cut them down, purple, black. I've seen their faces when the mask came off and there's pain in them, pain that twists their faces, grinds their teeth, and gives them living hell until at last they die. That's why I've got to use this pistol to kill myself. I can't stand pain. All I want is peace. Peace. It's getting late. I'd better do it quick before they get here. I ran much faster than they did, but they get here quick enough. I've got to be dead when they come in through that door. They can't possibly be dead in that grave. I'll be dead, deep in the grave. Why should they blame me? I only did my duty. Someone's got to be the hangman. Someone's got... That's what he said to me that night. That's what his lordship said to me 20 years ago it was. He said...
Samuel Jones, eh?
Yes, your worship.
What makes you think you can do this work?
Oh, I just know, your worship. I know all about hanging, sir. Everything there is to know.
Well...
hemp rope's best for hemp rope, but each rope's got to be fresh and new for every job, and you've got to keep it soap-stoned and always in a cool, dry place.
Well, you do know something about it.
Oh, yes, sir. Then there's the short drop and the long drop. The long drop's better, sir. I know it is.
Eh?
It breaks their neck, sir. Every time it breaks their neck.
All right. I'll give you your chance. We're having a hanging here tomorrow. I'll let you do it. If all goes well, I'll recommend you to the prison board. If all goes well.
All did go well. Why not? And there I was, executioner for His Majesty. 5 guineas a broken neck. 777 hangings in 20 years. 777 broken necks, and mine in the hands sprung the trap. 777 times. And now the hand's got a pistol in it. When they reach here, when they knock on that door, I'll press the trigger, so I won't have to face them. None of them. 777 broken necks, and no one knew that I was the man who did it. Not even she knew it. Ellen, my own wife, not even she. I met her, married her, and she didn't know. Until that day. Infernal day, that middling fool nosing around.
I'm telling you, Mrs. Jones, there's God's picture. Oh, no, there must be some mistake. No mistake at all, Mrs. Jones. No mistake at all. My husband told me. And he never makes mistakes. Not my husband. What did you say? State executioner. You know your husband's the... Oh, don't you know? Please, I don't know what you're talking about. Look here. Don't you know what your husband does? You mean the business he's in? Business. Aye, hanging's the business. Hanging on a rope. But what has Samuel to do with those? Mrs. Jones, are you saying you don't know that Samuel's the hangman? You must be crazy. Oh, so I'm crazy, am I? Well, he's the hangman. And no mistake about it. He's not. And I... He's not. Get out of here. Get out. Oh, no, you don't have to be... Well, here he is. Oh, see you, Sam.
What's going on here? What's the matter?
What is it, Ellen?
Oh, Sam, this woman.
What about this woman? What?
I managed to tell the heart, Sam. Oh, Sam, she says.
Says what? What?
All I said was that you were the angel, as you are.
Get out of here.
Now, just a minute.
Get out. Get out.
All right, now go.
Windlands Plains, they produce most of the energy for Woodville and Bright City. But I remember frequent shutdowns this time of the year. I wonder, was it because of
Why did you
Titans?
listen to things like that? It isn't good for me.
Sam, it is true.
Man's got to earn his living.
I'm living but killing.
Crazy, I don't kill, I don't condemn them.
You kill?
I tell you, I'm not the judge. Oh, now, Ellen.
Touch me, hangman.
All right, that's what I am. Hangman.
Hangman.
Yes, hangman. Say it again and again. What do I care? I like being a hangman, you hear me? I like being a hangman.
Oh, no.
Yes, here's something more.
No, Sam.
I like killing them.
No.
I like the way they stumble when they walk up the stairs. I like the cold whiteness of their skins when I put the noose around their necks. I like the way everyone looks at me, watches me, and then the flash of the rope special. Sometimes their legs kick in the air and you hear them keep drilling bad. I can't get past the tight rope around their necks.
No, Sam, no.
When I was a boy, they strung a man up from a tree just outside of the town. And I watched him and I saw him dance on air, and I said to myself, someday I'll do that too. Hang them, legal, make them dance on air, because it's the law. And now I'm doing what I want. Executioner for the crown. And Whalen won't take it a bit. Now come here to me.
No, stay away from me.
Come here.
I won't stay with you. I won't, hangman. I won't stay with you. I'll go away.
I thought she wouldn't leave me, but she did. Ellen left me. I looked all over, couldn't find her. After a while, I didn't care what the woman. I had my work. Hanging work, 5 guineas a hanging and gold coin, 5 of them, 5 golden guineas. I like the sound of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey Jasper, checking in from the gas station near the Woodland Plains. Thanks for listening.
Everything he meant by it more. Paying me their work what I like to do. It was funny, very funny. I didn't miss her. No, why should I? I had my work. I got to be good at my work. The costs were good too. They gave me plenty to do. I tried out different ways. I made a hanging machine with springs and sandbags that jerked the man into the air first and then dropped him through a trap. I tried out different ropes and different running nooses. Oh, I got to be good at it in 20 years, real good. Ticking, stop ticking. I hear you, Buster talk. I hear you. What you're trying to tell me, I know. There isn't much time left. They'll be here soon. Let them come. I'm ready. Pistol in my hand, I'm ready. So the first knock on the door, I won't be here to hear them. I'll have peace and quiet. Whatever they say to me, I won't hear it because I'll be dead. And why should they say it? What's done is done. 777 of them. It was fun because each died different. 777 different actors. It was fun, I tell you, fun. Some are moaning. And some went to the gallows to cry. Best of all, I like the one that went out crazy scared. Yes, wait. Yes. The ones that were crazy scared were the best. I like them fun. And 5 guineas just the same for having fun. 5 guineas. Up there at the door, I had it down. No. I just imagine no one's not. They know if that place will trigger, they won't get me, not me. 777 at 5 guineas each. Coins that bit into my flesh when I grabbed them tight. Oh, I like the sound. Money, yellow money. First, I like the hangings best, and then the money. Then I got to like them both. Watching, eager around the courtroom. This trial, that trial. Would they hang him? Would they hang her? Would the judge say guilty? If he didn't have a hanging, another 5 guineas. Oh, I'll watch for business, new business, my business. Hang them up and watch them die. When we went up on the door, when pistols heavy in my hand, he used the pistol too, they said, Tom Allen. I read about him in the court announcement one day when I was outside of the courtroom looking for new business. Hanging business.
Thomas Allen, 20-year-old law student, was charged by the city police with having murdered his sweetheart Lorraine Hamilton, 19-year-old daughter late hour, Allen was unable to produce this letter. He was held without bond at the Tower in the church.
Yes, that's what it said. That's what it said. He'd murdered her, young girl. The minute I read it, I said to myself, St. John's is the next one. I could hear the money clinking in my hand already.
It seems he likes the train more than my spotlight. They said to improvise from here. Let's see what's next.
Why don't they come and knock on the door and let me get this over with? I need the knocking on the door to give me nerve enough to press the trigger. This waiting. I waited for Tom Allen, too. I waited for them to say guilty to me so I could put the running noose around his neck. I waited, going every day to the trial. The prosecutor for the Crown said, guilty. The young man solicitor said, not guilty. She wrote me a letter like this. She wrote me a letter. Yes, that's what he said. She wrote me a letter saying she was killing herself. Where was the letter?
Wow, the train is actually moving. It has been staying here for years, and now I launched it. That's something to be proud of.
Young men. And as equally where certain circumstances have resulted in the disappearance of this vital letter, which clears Tom Allen of all responsibility for Mrs. Hamilton's death. In this letter, the girl clearly stated that she was taking her own life by poison. In spite of the evidence of this letter, surely you as intelligent men can tell that
Wait, did the train just crash? I should check it.
And such a letter did reach him, and that he is innocent of all wrongdoing. But there was no letter. He didn't have a chance. The prosecutor for the Crown got up. He said, a letter. A mysterious letter. And where, gentlemen of the jury, is this letter? To what mystical realms has it disappeared? This wondrous communication which so conveniently absolved Tom Allen for the death of that poor girl. Where, I ask again, is this letter? The young man has stated repeatedly that the letter was in his lodging undestroyed. But every inch of that lodging has been carefully examined.
I hope they won't take this from my salary. The whale went home though, so I can call it a night.
I tell you, it is because that letter does not exist. Lorraine Hamilton never wrote such a letter.
Jasper, I'm stuck. I need evacuation.
Murdered in a fit of jealous rage by this man who expects you to believe a preposterous story.
Every time I feel dizzy after this.
Yes, I sat there and I felt good, because I saw that young fellow didn't have a chance. My noose was getting closer to his neck. And then the black cap on the judge's head.
For this vicious crime against the order and security of the Crown, you, Thomas Aaron, are hereby condemned to be hanged by the neck until dead?
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it, I tell you. I didn't. I didn't do it. Then I had him. All his yelling, all his screaming wouldn't do any good. I had him. Already my news guilty. I wanted to go up and thank the judge. Gave me business, hanging business, devil's business. Why don't they hurry up and get here? I wouldn't have to think anymore. Knock on the door, I wouldn't have to think. Finger squeeze the trigger, finish peace. I won't have to think. I wouldn't have to think what happened then, what happened after they said the boy was guilty. They put him in a cell. Death cell, the door shut tight. And I stood and watched. They put him in a cell. Trial goes and gets in the cell. 2 more weeks and he'll be mine to teach that dancing lesson on thin air. I counted every day until they'd given to me. I picked along the corridor watching his cell. The wardens looked at me and said,
Well, Sam, it certainly looks as if you're going to have another custom. I suppose you heard about it. The king refused young Allen's last appeal. He hangs in 2 more days. We'll try to make his going as easy as we can.
Is this Jasper's house? No way. This boat looks even older than Christine. Good I didn't sign for a river patrol. Here you are, Jasper. Enjoying your night off. Well, one of us still has a whale to escort.
By the final distance, the police possibility may available. We find out that the railroad people...
Jasper, I'm stuck. I need evacuation. Every time I feel dizzy after this.
That the poison was found in the glass of milk. Forgive me. I'm just tired of it.
And it was Hermie's plan to hurt that girl. The one they said he killed. This was the letter. That he'd been yelling about. The letter you wanted to save his neck. But his neck belonged to me already 5 guineas. I stuck the letter deeper in my pocket and just waited until the night. The warden... Sam, it looks as if we're going to have to go through with it. Now I want everything done properly and no mistakes. Going to have a large...
I wonder if they planted this tree or built a motel around it.
Hey, and that reminds me. There's been some woman trying to see you all day.
Finally, I can rest.
Don't know who she is.
Oh, is it the rainy season already? Great. It still feels awesome to have water all day without schedule. It's better to save it though. I don't need the lights while I'm gone. I don't know you, Clark, but I'm grateful music can save my day. Or night, actually. Also, I hope you left your booze somewhere. I might need it. Jasper, checking in from the gas station near the Woodland Plains. Thanks for listening. towers of the sea line are probably signal towers with the sirens, and the one near the road is a control tower. I lived in Bright City for years, but never went to the sea. Now I can see what I missed. So anyway, to park the trailer. I hope the owner is alright though. Anyway, I need to find my way to the top. Let's slide from the control tower. Oh man. First siren is ready, now the second one. Ghost ship of Bright City. It was drifting all around the sea since I was a teen, until the fishermen found it on the beach after another lockdown ended 2 years ago.
This is Art Dobler bringing you another in our series of stories of the unusual. And once again we caution you, these lights out stories are definitely not for the timid soul. So we tell you
Both sirens are ready. Now I need to pull the switch on the control tower.
Miss Carter, answer the phone, please.
Yes, Miss Obler. Yes? Oh, yes, Miss Harrison. Here he is. Mr. Obler?
Yes?
Miss Harris.
Oh, thank you. Hello, Joan. How's the phantom lady? Oh, yeah, am I in trouble? Well, the last lights out. I just don't know what to write about. Oh, no, I got plenty of ideas, but... Well, men dying in foxholes, what am I doing?
Wait, I heard this siren from my apartment in Bright City every once in a while. Now I know what it meant. What's he doing? I have no instructions for this. Wait, what? What happened? How did I end up here? I need to check in with Jasper. What? This is mental. What should I do now? We'll think about it in the car. What the... Christine? I must have hit my head too hard.
It's okay. I'm just here to help. Can't be a silent observer anymore.
Well, okay. Whatever. Can't be too surprised after flying whales and other stuff. But still, I don't know what to do now.
Can I suggest some options for you?
Sure. Go ahead.
You can go back to Bright City and continue to live your life in your apartment as you were living before. Independent and alone.
I see the appeal of it now. Yeah.
Or you can visit your parents in Woodville. They surely will host you for a while until you get it together.
Sounds reasonable too.
Or you can spend some time in Jasper if you know where he lives. You wouldn't mind, I'm sure.
I can picture myself there for a few weeks, sure.
Or finally, we can go to the Iron Coast together and figure it out while watching the ocean.
Unexpected, but interesting.
Your choice. The drive wherever it feels right.
Okay, it's time to decide and go somewhere. Mom? Dad? It's me. I have so much to tell you. Am I dreaming? Jasper doesn't strike me as a let's play a game type. Anyway, the first one-eyed pumpkin is just across the street. It seems Jasper has something else on his mind, not just entertaining me with his pumpkin hunt. Lucy lived here. Nobody moved into this house after her mom died. I guess it's a creepy place for modern kids now. Cemetery. It hasn't been functional for a long time. I guess Windmill's keeper was the last one buried here. Actually, they never found the keeper's body, so the coffin was empty. He disappeared from his work post near Windland Plains, and now that place is Jasper's river house. Creepy. So-called Woodville witch lived here. She was a windmill keeper's widow. After his funeral she never abided the lockdown rules, and we often would hear her walking around and laughing hysterically. We found her house ruined, with only her self-portrait still hanging on the wall. And it's still there. No one would steal the painting, fearing the old witch's curse. So we started searching for a Woodville witch. This was her favorite spot when the weather was good. She would listen to her favorite radio show and wave to the cars passing by. But her chair was empty, so we went further into the black woods. A weeping willow. People hanged themselves here during the Depression, and we were afraid Woodville Witch would do the same. But we found only some strange light bulb up on the tree, and it still works 20 years later. This is the old stables built by a windmill keeper when he and his wife were happy diner owners. After they lost it, all horses have been sold to Bright City Mayor, and stables remained empty ever since. We thought Woodville Witch would go here after her house burned, but we found only a patch of her hair hanging on the south entrance. We were pretty much lost at this point, but then saw the lights of the diner. Woodville Witch and her husband owned it when they were young, but it was abandoned for years, so we decided to check it. The diner was a delightful place before the Bright City Mayor pushed the road's renovation plan, and the district took the diner from its owners to demolish it and make a wider highway. The diner's owner lost his income and became a windmills keeper, but the mayor was put behind bars for the corruption and his renovation plan never went through, so we still have bumpy roads and abandoned diner. We were pretty sure we saw some figure running south from the diner demolished wall, so we went there to check it. To celebrate his road renovation plan, Bright City Mayor planted this rare exotic tree, but it withered the same year he was condemned. So new authorities had the lights installed here to make it the symbol of defeated corruption. Weird, if you ask me. When we stepped away from the lights, we saw a figure running across the beach to the ocean. I'm sure it was a man, but that makes no sense, so we went after. We didn't find anyone that night, but on the other day Woodville Witch's clothes were washed ashore here, so she was declared dead, and another empty coffin was buried in the old cemetery. Now for the last time.